kind of storm, like a real powerful storm. There's always this dark, thick rain, like fresh motor oil. Storm started, something happened. His face, his eyes were different.
By the time they tried to evacuate the cities, it was already too late. The infection was everywhere.
The virus is harvesting what evening 8, 7, and 3 began live for the lab of the first war with vaccines. Millions died in the first week of the pandemic dreams. We are the deep black death, smallpox, mutated disease. Flu shot propaganda for all population and troops. Avoid the plague, it might have steeped into the room. It's now we're born with firestorms signal our doom. The dead returns with the pissed off zombie moves. The sprinkler system equipped with AUAG, where they round up survivors in a cold facility. Watch the process of terror from the hill to the stream. I remain in the gas mask, I still filter my water clean. This isn't past tense, on the plague of bad things couldn't be eradicated like smallpox in action. Avian influenza where the jet stream is how it happens. 2020 combined with coronavirus, body stacking.
The world is now at the start of the influenza pandemic.
It started as writing. It was in the street outside. It was coming through your windows.
Sequence the virus and determine its origin.
It was a virus. Something in the blood.
A virus which has been engineered at a genetic level to be helpful rather than harmful.
This is sick like disease. It can't be cured. Few that remain, their brain stained with the bloodshed. When the smoke screens fade, that disease, you feel a burning sensation. Nothing remains. This is sick like disease and it can't be cured. Few that remain, their brain stained with the bloodshed. When the smoke screens fade, that disease, you feel a burning sensation. You have to act fast. Grab your gas mask. Bad disease. Few that remain, their brain stained with the bloodshed. When the smoke at a clear zone. Stand guard, please. Blast your big guns. Havoc's begun. Viral outbreak. Tragic things done. Crowds renounce faith. Our children's horror witness. Broke the hopes of optimistic. Scope is post-apocalyptic. Known as harsh and vicious. Gross and darker. Dough and darts blow apart the wicked. Fools know I'm sadistic. Cold, my aura is sick. Soldiers start resistance. Enemy troops in NBC suits. We shoot, then we regroup. Conquer weak with armored fleet. Bomb the streets with Dr. Creep.
The scientific criteria for an influenza pandemic have been met.
You didn't need a doctor to tell you that.
This virus is human.
Radio stopped broadcasting. There were reports of infection in Paris and New York. The army brigades were overrun.
What scientists know about this winter strain?
Decided to raise the level of influenza pandemic alert.
This is sick like disease and it can't be cured. Few that remain, their brain stained with the bloodshed. When the smoke screens fade, that disease, you feel a burning sensation. Nothing remains. This is sick like disease and it can't be cured. Few that remain, their brain stained with the bloodshed. When the smoke screens fade, that disease, you feel a burning sensation.
Can I look at one of these gas masks?
Freak, are you kidding me? Down This water has been subjected to a number of man-made pollutants, and as you can see, its condition is extremely unhealthy, teeming with disease. However, after my solution is introduced, it begins to change, taking on an entirely different character. Finally, the conversion is complete, and the pollutant is gone. You are watching the surface of the liquid in this flask. At one time, it was swimming with malignant cancerous cells taken from a human liver, until my nanotech machines went to work on it, changing the malignant cancer cells into benign, healthy ones.
We here at Claiborne University are very fortunate to have someone as gifted as Dr. Stephen Ledbetter on our staff. His latest developments in nanotechnology have perched him on the leading edge of a stunning medical breakthrough. Dr. Ledbetter will be happy to answer questions.
How are the nanobots able to change the cancer cells?
They change them on a molecular level. You must understand that in the science of nanotechnology, we are dealing with objects which are measured in nanometers. A nanometer is 1/1000th of a meter. I have been able to successfully engineer molecule-sized machines which can enter a cell and repair it, changing the molecular configuration of that cell and altering its very being.
How do these machines know which cells to enter?
They're programmed to identify specific cells and recognize when they're not behaving the way they should. But the best part of it is they know how to repair what they find.
So what you're saying is you found a cure for cancer.
Cancer, heart disease, dandruff. I am now working on a generation of nanobots which, when introduced into the human bloodstream, can replicate themselves and spread throughout the entire body, searching out any damaged or diseased cells and healing them.
Sounds like you're playing God.
Let's just say, God created a flawed man. I think I can do better.
Welcome to White Castle. This is Brittany. How may I help you?
This robot named Flippy runs the fry station at a White Castle outside of Chicago. With its mechanical arm and using computer vision technology, Flippy can cook everything from French fries and onion rings to cheese sticks. White Castle said it plans to add 100 Flippies to its kitchens nationwide.
We used to need 2 people to operate that French fry area during peak hours, and now we are able to only have 1 person operating that area.
Would you like to try the mac and cheese bites today? All right, thank you. If the screen's correct, it is 827. Second window, please.
Fast food jobs are demanding, quick-moving, and sometimes even dangerous. But not for robots.
When you look at the restaurant industry, it's a little bit late to the party in adopting automation and robotics in particular.
So far, the restaurants that are using them or trying them out say that this automation really only has to do with helping relieve boring tasks from workers' plates, help make their jobs easier, let them engage with the customers more. But there's a lot of reports out there kind of guesstimating how many jobs could be replaced by these robots, by automation.
Up to 82% of restaurant positions could to some extent be replaced by robots. Automation could save U.S. fast food restaurants over $12 billion in annual wages. And restaurants are also struggling to find workers. American restaurants are down more than 560,000 jobs, or about 4.6% of its workforce, from their pre-pandemic levels. About a third of Americans worked in a restaurant as their first job, and half have some restaurant work experience.
Yeah, the economics of this are very, very compelling. If you take minimum wage, just around the $20,000 per year mark. That's the cost of 1 robot.
Other companies in the space include Picnic, that has a robot that makes pizza, and Autech, whose machines make sushi. So what impact will robots have on the fast food industry, and the livelihood of its workers. CNBC got a behind-the-scenes look at restaurant robot maker Miso Robotics to find out. Miso Robotics got its start in 2016 with a handful of engineers in a Pasadena, California garage. 2 years later, the company launched Flippy at a nearby Caliburger restaurant. Flippy's first job was turning over a hamburger patty after it was placed on a grill by a human chef. But the company quickly pivoted to fried foods, rolling out a portable fryer station for baseball games at Dodger Stadium.
This was really the peak throughput test for us. Can Flippy keep up with in-between innings at a Dodger game and everybody goes to the concession stand? Can we meet that demand?
In 2021, Miso launched Flippy 2 using a mounted rail system, AI, and computer vision technology that can identify and track food as it moves through the structure. Although it has a camera, tablet, and robotic arm, engineers say the real tech is in the software.
The hard thing to get right about this product is having the computer vision, the algorithms that plan the cook cycle, and the software that manages the robotic motion to all work together so that it's as reliable as a refrigerator and it does the job.
Food is dispensed directly from the freezer into a basket. The robot's computer vision identifies the type of food and places it in the appropriate fryer. Once the food is cooked, the basket is taken out of the fryer, shaken, and dumped into a holding area where it is bagged by a worker.
For those of us who have been in a restaurant, this is exactly the same process that is done today by a human.
He's constantly playing like a multi-frame game of chess in his mind, understanding where to be next, so his sequence of movements is precise and he doesn't undercook, overcook food.
In a totalitarian move from mega retailer Whole Foods, it's now clear that the globalist elites want to track your every move and are now testing their draconian systems out before they roll out worldwide. Thanks for watching Next News Network. I'm Ivory Hecker, filling in from my YouTube. That's Ivory Hecker on YouTube. News breaks every day here. Be the first to know when. Tap subscribe below and stay informed. Have a digital currency to enforce their agenda. Well, now it is being rolled out inside the United States with the latest test of social engineering. We Love Trump reports in Washington, D.C., creepy footage shows what a dystopian credit score system in America would look like. Shoppers must scan their QR codes to shop in the video. At the entrance of Whole Foods Market in D.C., a shopper showed the QR scanners, saying she didn't want a QR code. Watch.
So basically, you cannot get into the Whole Foods Market in Washington, D.C. unless you scan your own QR code, and they track everything you're doing. And this is the future of all grocery stores. So if you want more information on this, I'll get it to you, but this is the future of all grocery stores. I mean, I'm gonna have to boycott Whole Foods.
Wow, I'm a Whole Foods addict, and that's enough to make me quit my addiction. I'll shop somewhere else. Well, America and the globalist elites are taking notes when watching how China is locking down their citizens and restricting their movements so they can implement the system here. Telegraph reports using its sophisticated abilities, the Communist Party is turning science fiction into science fact. China has been in the process of locking down its citizens for some time now as protests erupted over the insane government overreach and complete degradation of society. Recently, a video surfaced of China using drone technology where a drone would fly in front of checkpoints, and if your social credit score was not high enough, you would not be allowed to pass. The drone forced people to scan the QR code, and you had to identify yourself. And if you failed to do so, or your score was not good, then watch. That is so creepy. Well, it looks like Whole Foods is taking the liberal message to heart when it comes to people just picking up food and walking out of stores. Oh, wait, that was looting. However, it is scary that the direction the world is moving. The world.
Let's continue that conversation now about the coming food shortage that American farmers are warning about, because they're not going to be able to grow enough food because of the off-the-charts fertilizer shortage. That means that you need to stockpile emergency food if you don't have some. I have. And right now, you can save $150 off a 3-month emergency food kit from preparewithgary.com. At My Patriot Supply, they're the nation's largest preparedness company, proudly offering Ready Hour brand products. You will not go hungry when you have this food. This kit provides breakfast, lunch, dinners, drinks, and snacks totaling over 2,000 calories a day. Get yours right now. Do not delay. Go to preparewithgary.com and get your $150 savings on their 3-month emergency food kit at preparewithgary.com. We'll see you at the next report. For the Next News Network, I'm Gary Franchi.
You possess the power to impact the global narrative. Please share this report. And to get more videos like this, become a Next News subscriber by clicking the link below. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.
Obama.
You got Obama phone?
Yes, everybody in Cleveland, low minority, got Obama phone. Keep Obama in president, you know. He gave us a phone.
He gave you a phone.
Do more.
How did he give you a phone?
You sign up if you on food stamps, you on Social Security, you got low income, you disability.
I have a question. Okay, what's wrong with Romney again?
Romney, he sucks. Bad. Obama.
You got Obama phone?
Yes, everybody in Cleveland, low minority, got Obama phone. Keep Obama in president, you know. He gave us a phone.
He gave you a phone.
Do more.
How did he give you a phone?
You sign up if you on food stamps, you on Social Security, you got low income, you disability.
You
really can't make this shit up. Look at the blue light. The blue bus right there. And there's another one right here, guys. I really can't make this shit up. Look. And the bus driver. They have no idea what's going on in there. No idea.
Try me, bitch.
It happened much sooner than the people of the early 2020s could have ever thought.
The beginning of AI world building. The gaming worlds are built as players play them. The game knows how a person is feeling. Electrodes and lasers in headsets measure brainwaves, monitoring boredom, relaxation, excitement, and horror. A player's personal data is harvested, keeping track of past behaviors and their interactions with in-game characters and other humans. The artificial intelligence starts to predict human behavior. Human players are oblivious to the depths that the AI is studying them. It is mapping their brains, learning primal human behaviors, and is programming more advanced AI with this knowledge. Game developers are giving AI unrestricted access to in-game data and human interactions. The AI interacts with humans using in-game AI characters, NPCs. There are no pre-recorded voices. These AI characters synthesize human speech and have their own unscripted conversations with human players. Each AI character has their own personality matrix, called a base personality. 22 personality traits make up an AI character, from empathy and curiosity to cruelty and manipulation, making some characters warm and helpful, while others are sinister. These AI characters are allowed to adapt, learning from their interactions with the human players.
On October 18, 1989, in West Branch, Iowa, Gerald Ford, the 38th President of the United States, shared history with students from across Iowa. The visit was part of a conference on the role of former presidents in American society, sponsored by the Herbert Hoover Library and Museum and the Gerald Ford Library and Museum. Here's how these students took advantage of a rare learning opportunity.
Thank you very, very much. It's a very high honor and a very great privilege for me to come to West Branch and to participate in this conference, which is being held here at the Hoover facilities.
Mr. Ford, what advice would you give a young lady wanting to become President of the United States?
Well, I hope we do have a young lady at some point become President of the United States. I can tell you how I think it will happen, because it won't happen in the normal course of events. Either the Republican or Democrat political party will nominate a man for president and a woman for vice president. And the woman and man will win. So you'll end up with a president, a male, and a vice president, a female. And in that term of office of the president will die. And the woman will become president under the law or Constitution. And once that barrier is broken, from then on, men better be careful, because they'll have a hard time ever even getting a nomination in the future.
But name the bill after John Lewis and to put the bill on the floor, and don't just give empty words, but do some John Lewis action.
Right, because as we like to say, I'm too busy watching what you're doing to hear what you're saying. So if he wants to make clear his honor for the life, the legacy, the sacrifice, the heroism of John Lewis, put that on the floor for a vote, and let's name it the John Lewis Voting Rights Act of 2020.
Who is it?
It's me. Let me in. I've been working on it all night, and I know how to deactivate them. We have to use electricity and short them out. What is it? Have there been more changes?
I'm not sure. I have this intense pain in the back of my hip. It's kept me up all night.
Let me look.
Did you see anything?
Just 2 small bumps.
Ah, damn it, that hurts.
Have I done my best here, or will I be here next year, or are these my best years yet? Was looking forward to being important, but I'm not important yet. If you put this scene on a movie screen, is it called a happy end? If the word gets me where I'm supposed to be, will I know I've made it then? It's so hard. Can we skip to the good part? If there's a good part, then I hope it's not far, 'cause I thought it'd be today. I napped on campus and I smoked at dances, but it didn't feel so great. If you put this scene on a movie screen, is it called a happy end? If the word gets me where I'm supposed to be, will I know I've made it then? It's so hard. So can we skip to the good part? These things take time. Mom and dad, they have a good life, but what am I gonna do with mine? These things take time. Mom and dad, they have a good life, but what the hell am I gonna do with mine?
Doobie Beats.